Hi, my loves. I intend you guys are doing well. It's a bright sunny morning and it's pretty hot. The fan's off. And I still want to talk about something. Third parties, removing the third party. This is such a huge topic, and I have way too many clients. Some of them are obviously success stories, as you can already see in my playlist. But then there is something that maybe you guys are constantly missing, and I need to point this out to you. When you are constantly asking me or any other coach, how do I remove someone? That is because you do not understand manifestation. You cannot remove anyone. The biggest illusion is the thought that you are controlling reality. No, you are not. You are controlling your state by which you step into a reality of your choice, the one that you desire, right? You want to remove the third party. You are not wanting to remove the third party. You want to become the person who is already with your SP. There is a difference. Because I am not one of those who's going to tell you like, yeah, okay, affirm. Just affirm. Yes, just affirm means just think like the person who has the desire manifested. But guys, please understand something. You cannot be constantly focused on a third party and then remove the third party. You cannot do that. Manifesting is stepping into a reality where the problem, in this case the third party, does not exist. How do you get there? Through repeating and persisting in your focus that you and your SP are together. This has got nothing to do with the third party. In that reality, this person does not even exist. Yes, it is sometimes difficult to grasp what I am trying to say. But you will still have to make your extremely sincere efforts to understand what I am trying to convey. You can say the third party is happily gone. Yes, you can say it. However, if you are saying the third party is happily gone and still, wait a minute, and you are still trying to see whether the third party is happily gone, is because why the third party is actually still there. Yes, you are God. But you feeling like a victim, like when you feel like a victim, even then you are God. The point of me making this video in this hot summer morning and actually sweating is because you guys think removing the third party will solve your problem. It won't. Because it is all you. You are the issue here. You are the problem, not your SP, not the third party. As harsh as it may sound, it comes with a lot of love, and you should already know that by now. Third party is not the problem. You choosing that story over and over again is the problem. is the issue, is the block. Now coming to blocks. I have blocks. I think I have blocks. I think I have blocks. Can you help me detect blocks? Yes, I can. Anything that you are giving yourself as a reason to not be able to manifest your desired reality is your block. In Neville's terms, excuses for failure. Oh, but this happened, but he said this, but she's with someone else, but he is with someone else, but his parents are doing this, but there is a caste issue, but this, but that. Right? Those are your blocks. There are no blocks as such. The excuses that you give yourself, and justify staying a victim are your blocks. Anything that you think against your desired reality is your block. There is no other block apart from you believing there are blocks, and these are the blocks which can stop you from getting your manifested reality. Because when you start thinking that way, you're thinking like a mere human, but you are not a mere human. And that understanding might take a week, a day, a month, a few months. And you really need to go back to my videos and grasp it. I posted something like, you torturing yourself is the only bad karma. And somebody asked, that, what do you mean? Are you trying to say that, okay, I mean, how do we differentiate between torture and hard work? And that instantly told me that the person has no clue about what I'm talking about when I mention torture, self-torture. But you jump to type your questions. Go back to my videos. Please understand. This is about identity shifting. This is about focus. This is about where your focus is all through the day. Your autopilot focus, your conscious focus. And when you are in conscious manifestation, you can deliberately train your focus. That is what conscious manifesting is all about. So, with all my love for you, I know my face gets serious because I really get into the, depth of things when I explain. You do not have to remove the third party. You have to become the person who is with your SP or your SP is madly in love with. So, are you that person? You either are with your SP or you are not with your SP. You cannot remove anyone by force. You cannot do that. The illusion, and a lot of you are missing this, is that you are controlling the 3D. No, you're controlling your state. And then 3D shifts. You are controlling your identity. You're holding on to that identity. You're repeating your thoughts, aka affirmations. You're persisting that this is my end result. This is not my end result. And you shift your focus. You persist in that over and over again. You become that person dominantly with your fears, doubts, worries. Everything is fine as long as you shift your focus to who you are being, the desired identity. The biggest mistake you guys are making is you think you are changing this. No, you are changing this, the identity. That will change. That's a given. If you think that you will affirm and you will constantly check the 3D like a victim without any shift in identity, then you are under the misconception that you can forcefully change the 3D. You can shift into the state of the person who has the desire manifested in the 3D even before you see it, and the 3D will match up. Both are not the same. This is deep. As always, this is Devapriya. You will have to grasp it. And once you grasp it, it's easy. Whatever you say is a yes. Third party is still there. Yes. Third party is gone. Yes. SP loves me. Yes. SP does not love me. Yes. Everything is a yes. Wow. So, stop wavering. Discipline your mind if you really want it. You want it for yourself, so you will have to discipline yourself. And stop constantly complaining about a situation which is not to your liking, and start saying the opposite, or something which makes you feel slightly better. I repeat, which makes you feel slightly better, even if you do not believe it. You don't have to believe it. Why? Because this game is about focus. So if you are constantly, and I see people doing this over and over and over again, and it really breaks my heart sometimes, because you are torturing yourself. This is not as real as you think it is, unless you assume that this is set in stone. So, understand, the only block is the excuse that you give yourself over and over again. Like, this is wrong with me. Okay, maybe I don't deserve this. Maybe third party is better. Maybe I don't deserve the money. Maybe I need to really work harder to get my stuff. These are your blocks. There is no other block. Anything that you say against your manifestation, your desired reality, is the block. There is no other block. Okay? And you will have to excuse me because this is so, God, it's scorching. Anyway, so third party, you want to remove the third party? Stop focusing on the third party. How do you do that? Oh, it's coming to my mind. No, discipline yourself. Love yourself enough to discipline yourself. I repeat, love yourself enough to discipline yourself. Love yourself enough to discipline yourself. It's your life. You have taken a decision to get married to your SP. Go and get it done. Clear? You can do it. And for the ones who are asking, okay, is this possible in my circumstance? Yes. I don't need to know the circumstance. Yes. Can you do it? Yes. Can you live a happily ever after with your SP? Yes. Become that person. How? Repetition. Persisting. In what? In your desired reality. How? Through repeatedly thinking that. You don't have to believe it. I repeat, you do not have to believe it. Repeat it. Repeat it. Repeat it. There is nothing called a specific circumstance where you cannot have your SP. No. If you believe that way, you need a deeper understanding on what manifesting is and how it works. Go back to my videos. With all my love for you, stop torturing yourself. Constantly thinking about the third party will not remove the third party. Stop focusing on her. Start focusing on you and your SP. That is what conscious manifesting is all about. Deliberately focusing on the reality where you and your SP are happily together. Right? Peace. Bye.